Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's Cupcakes and Kitties, and for today's video, we are back and I'm going to be doing a speed build of this house for the Elderberry family in Brightchester. So this build is for my save file, and I think this is such a cute family, and I just love the way this build turned out. I think it is so cute, and I really love the style of it, so I'm excited for my other houses here in Brightchester. I think this is my new favorite world, but I love it. So right here you'll just see the exterior. It's a pretty simple shape. It's just a big long box. Obviously, as you can, tell by the thumbnail, it is much different than it is now. A whole different floor plan. I've added another story. So yeah, right here I'm just figuring out the staircase because I was gonna do, a third floor, and then I was like, no, because I didn't know. I thought a third floor would kind of be weird, but I did a third floor in the end, and it is so cute, and I really like it. So this family has 3 Sims. It is Ekram Elderberry, Eleanor Elderberry, and I think it's pronounced Rohan or Rohan. I don't know. Sorry if I am butchering that name. Please let me know how to pronounce it in the comments. So their family description is basically just saying that Eleanor and Akram have been living here for a long time. Eleanor loves seeing the new students appear each term, but Akram doesn't really like all these new people coming into their quiet town. And so their teenage grandson comes to live with them as he prepares to go to university soon. He will soon finish high school and make his decision on what college he wants to attend or university. So for this build, I kind of thought well into personalities, which is something I'm really proud of myself for doing because I don't really build houses specifically for families. I'm just like, yeah, I like this house. It's cute. It can be for whoever. But for this house, because it's for my save file, I really took into consideration the different people who would be living here. So as you can see, even though this is like such a simple shape, the floor plan was just so tricky and so weird, but I did figure it out in the end. So right here, I'm just trying to mess with the stairs more, and I wanted to create like an open landing area. And so I did, when I was playtesting this build, I tried to go back in and do that, but it really just was not working. Because the stairs glitch is still broken. And if you all didn't know, today is Tuesday the 23rd of March. So I'm really just shocked today. Bunk beds are coming out. I have 92 subscribers and I'm so close to 100. And it's really crazy because like the other day I had 72. And someone retweeted my Twitter tweet, and I thought that, I mean, you only tweet on Twitter, but that was so sweet. So I will put her channel in the description. If I remember correctly, I have my Twitter up here. I think it is Mary Sims who retweeted it, or Mari Sims, I think. Mari Sims. So I will put her channel in the description. She is so sweet. Thank you for the retweet. I now have 36 Twitter followers. And I have 92 subscribers, and I'm just so happy. But what do you all think about bunk beds? I was saying that I hope they slot on to the frame, and you can put any single bed on there, and maybe you can do loft beds, and I'm just so excited for the possibilities. It's 12:05, and they come out at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 10 a.m. I think Pacific Time, or maybe it's not Pacific Time. I have no idea. I just know that it's 1 p.m. Eastern Time, so I'm going to be really excited to see that in the next hour. I'm going to load up my game, and I'm just going to look through it. So right here, you'll see that I was going to put a bay window, but I thought it was kind of weird that it was like a couch in front of a couch, or a couch behind a couch, whatever way you want to look at it from. So I ended up just putting this console table. It's a little bit expensive. I mean, this house is pretty expensive. It's 75,000 simoleons. Imagine if a house was 75 simoleons. Anyway, it's 75,000 simoleons, but I think it's for a good cause, and I don't want to make my starter home in this neighborhood any more than 25,000, because that's just cutting it really close. I mean, it's supposed to be a starter home. But anyway, speaking about this build, so I'm pretty sure Eleanor has the domestic trait that comes from her aspiration, which I'm going to look at right now. So Eleanor has the cooking and piano skills. I'm pretty sure they all have piano skills, which I thought was weird because they didn't have a piano in their old house. I don't think. I bulldozed a lot, so I didn't look at it. But I don't think they had a piano, so I thought that was a little bit weird. So I put a piano in this house because they all have the piano skill. So yeah, Eleanor has, the domestic trait and the successful lineage aspiration. Right. So that's why I wanted to give like her dream kitchen. And I was just imagining that she was like the kind of grandma who was just so loving and so sweet, and she just really loved to cook. And so I wanted to use a round dining table in here, but I just used this rectangular one, and it works really well. So I'm glad I did. So basically, she has the music lover trait, and I think Ekram also has the music lover trait. But the thing was, I think it's kind of weird how she's cheerful and Ekram's mean. And I wasn't thinking of Ekram to be a mean sim. So I think for my save file, I'm not going to make him mean. I think maybe they just gave him the mean trait because the bio says that he doesn't like all the new young adults coming into the town and kind of disturbing the quiet like vibes of the town. But I don't necessarily think that made him mean, you know? He doesn't have the music lover trait, but Eleanor does. Okay. So he has the fishing skill and the handiness skill. So clearly it looks like he's a handyman, and he has the angling ace aspiration, which basically is just the fishing aspiration. So moving on to the build, you'll see that in the kitchen, I used the brand new counters from the Sims 4 Country Kitchen. I think they should have called it Country Kitchen instead of Country Kitchen Kit. It's just so ridiculous. But anyway, I used quite a lot of packs in this build, which I'm kind of embarrassed about. I feel like I wouldn't have, a lot of the stuff that I used isn't like a ton from packs. Basically, like you'll see, I use these plates that came with Snowy Escape, but that's like the one thing I used from Snowy Escape. And so it's a lot with most of these packs. I used maybe no more than 5 things from the Sims 4 Paranormal stuff. I used a lot of that stuff in the teens room. So I did use like a lot of packs, but it's like small decorations. So if you don't have most of those packs, you won't be missing out on too much. I didn't use a ton of eco lifestyle, but if you don't have it, you'll just have to replace the teens bed with something else. But that's not too big of an issue. So also the plates that I put on the shelf in the kitchen, I was reading through, and they were called paranormal plates. Now, the Sims team is known for kind of like hinting at things. And so I thought it was so hilarious that they hinted at paranormal stuff. But obviously, because no one asked for it, even though it's an amazing pack, people didn't pick up on it until probably after paranormal stuff came out. And so I cannot believe that they hinted at that. So maybe generations are coming, because in paranormal stuff, they had a plant with the word generations in the description twice in one sentence. So maybe they're hinting at generations. Don't know. Let me know let me know what you all think in the comments down below. But now we're just on the exterior, and so it's quite a small yard, so I didn't have any space to like do much. Just gave them little dining chairs because they both I think the grandma and the grandpa have the loves the outdoors trait, um, especially the grandpa. So I thought it would be nice if I gave them at least a small yard, with something nice to do. They have like flowers, and right here you'll see that I am making my own shutters using these eco lifestyle, like, I don't know what you call them, vertical line things. So there's some from City Living. Oh, okay. So the ones that I used are from Eco Lifestyle, and they go horizontally. The ones from City Living go vertical. And so you could always replace them if you want, but if you don't have Eco Lifestyle, you could always you don't need the shutters. But I thought they just added a nice touch to the build, and they made it just look super cute. So I personally just like it, but obviously you don't have to keep them. You can delete them if you don't like them. But now we are moving on to the upstairs. So for a second I got confused, and so I decorate this as a bathroom, but it ends up being kind of like an extended hallway, I guess you could call it that. So I don't use the same sink and the same countertops from downstairs, but I feel like the kitchen was renovated to be Eleanor's dream kitchen, and in here they kind of just kept the original cabinets and countertops. So now we are moving on to the master bedroom, which is Eleanor and Ekram's room. And so you'll see sometimes in this house I bring in like that Tudor paneling from the exterior. And I really just like that because it gives the house a bit of an older feel. And I think this house has been around for a long time. And I feel like they've been living here since maybe the late 70s. So I didn't think too much about like the years because obviously we don't have those in The Sims, but it was kind of just fun to think about, so that we could have like the older things in the house. Like downstairs I added the record player from Get Famous. So I used this bed that came with the Discovery University pack, and I used a small chandelier, and then just to add some realism, I put a cup by the bed, so maybe she was drinking water, and she just leaves it by her on her nightstand every day, because that's something a lot of people do. But anyway, there's not a TV downstairs, but I do put a TV up here in the master bedroom. And then there's a TV upstairs in the grandson's room and a computer upstairs in the spare room. So this is a 3-bedroom house. It's got 2 bathrooms and a laundry room. So obviously if you wanted to have maybe your other sim stay here, you could turn the laundry room into another bathroom easily. So when I play tested this build, it took me over an hour to play test because I didn't expect a lot of the stuff not to work. It was really an issue on this floor. Everything upstairs was fine. The piano had to be scoot in a bit more so that my Sims could maneuver through the hallway. And for some reason, the bathroom wasn't working. It was weird. So originally, this is what becomes the laundry room, but I make it a music room because Eleanor has the piano skill. So maybe she was a musician and she's retired now. I think that's a fun idea. But also right here, I'm just giving her a nice vanity table with some makeup on it. I don't think she wears makeup that much anymore, but it's nice to imagine, you know? So I guess I skip doing the laundry room. I'm pretty sure I did that off camera. If not, I come back to it later. But here is the son's room, or the grandson's room. So I love this bed from Eco Lifestyle, and I wanted to give him a double bed, but I end up giving him a single bed just because I thought It kind of allowed us to maximize the hugeness of the space. So I really struggled with his room, but I love the way it turned out. So for his personality, I was thinking he was like maybe sort of an emo gamer, if people say that. Like, he wasn't necessarily like emo, but he just was really into dark colors. So I gave him like the red because I don't know, it just felt a bit edgy to me. Maybe we can just call him like an edgy goth gamer. I probably won't dress him like that when I do my townie makeover. But yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed this speed build. We're coming up on the screenshot soon. So if you have enjoyed this build, please don't forget to give me any comments or suggestions that you have down below. If you have any ideas for the Pleasant Sisters, let me know that. I'm going to have a lot of fun with my save file, but either way, I hope you all enjoy, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!